Welcome to Horror Movies and Beyond. Today, I'm joined by two directors from the Latin horror anthology, Satanic Hispanics. Let's welcome Demián Rugna and Eduardo Sánchez. Thank you guys for joining me.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this film was, it was better than what I expected. It was so much fun.
Well, that's good. That's good.
There was horror, mystery, supernatural, paranormal, demons, monsters. It was everything, and comedy. It was so much fun.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So for everyone out there, it's a story about a police raid at a house at El Paso, and it comes across one survivor, and he's known as the Traveler. And while at the police station, he tells them about magic, portals, mythical creatures, demons, and the undead. But there is something bigger on its way. Demian, as soon as I saw your segment, I knew it was you before I even knew it. Like, you have such a signature, I don't know, a signature style, monsters, creatures, paranormal, everything about it. Like, how did you get into the whole paranormal? Because it seems like a focal point for a lot of your films. What draws you to it?
I guess the paranormal ideas came from my father. He passed away, but he was a kind of healer, a kind of witch. And I lived here in Argentina with that elements all the time, and the paranormal situations. And I guess my style, I took that elements and I bring to my style. And this way was Demián, the segment. I thought to make something paranormal with a low budget. If you see Terrify, as you said, you see Demián, the segment, you say, okay, it's the same style, but I hope to change my style in the future, because I don't want to be classified as the same. He made always the same thing. But yeah, absolutely, it's like a little brother of Terrify, the segment of Satanic Hispanics. And that's why, because when Alejandro Brugue came with the project, he gave me the chance to do whatever you want to do. And I realized that I must make a horror segment, and I tried to do with two characters and just one location, because I don't have the money and the time to shoot really what I want to make. But it was just, I think it was the same element that Terrify, because when I shoot Terrify, I did it with a few characters and a few locations, no more than that. And well, I used the same team. I used the same crew. Even one of the actors. The DOP is the same. The post-production is the same. The production designer and me is the same. I'm
But I say don't change. I mean, you could move it around, the style of it. But as soon as I saw it, it was like, I know it's going to be scary. I know something is going to come out and scare the crap out of me. And you have no idea where. And then when it happens, I was like, and then it was still there. When he went back and looked, I was like, oh my goodness, it was so good. It really was. The puzzles, there's so much symbolism, especially the way you lay things out. The stained glass. I mean, everything is important throughout the segment, and you have to pay attention, because the reveal is like, it's even terrifying, but then it goes back and then you're like, oh man, that's crazy. Like, you don't see what's finna get you or get them until it's like too late. And I think that's a really good hook for the audience, and your storytelling is really, really good.
Thank you so much. I guess it the same as the rest of my partners. we have the freedom to do that. We made, obviously we have a frame was the budget, but I was free when I wrote the script, and when I shoot the script, I did what I want to make. Nobody came and say no, this is no good, this I prefer to that. I guess it's the same feel that we share with all of the directors of the film, the freedom to do this, and that's why I fought for my details. I fought for all the stuff you mentioned it, because I wanted, and I did it.
Yeah, because like I said, there were moments I paused it and I was looking, especially the pizza and the puzzle. I was like, that means something. Everything is very right there in your face.
Yeah,
it's
like, meticulous.
Yeah, like I know it's something. And then I was like drawing. I mean, you can see I have little drawings as my notes. I was like, okay, that means that. Oh, I get it. It's like, you are a great storyteller, and everybody out there, he is. Like the way the monsters even terrified me. And I interviewed you like a couple of years ago for Terrified, and we broke that down. So you are good. He is.
Thank you so much.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
My favorite movie for myself is a comedy, so I recommend you. It's called You Don't Know What Are You Talking. It's free on my site. If you want to share it, it's a link for my website. But yeah, thank you so much.
But yeah, man, but yeah, man, don't change too much, because he really is one of the few filmmakers that really does know how to scare people, and even though I hate being scared, you definitely have that talent, man. So don't don't do anything with it.
From you, man. Amazing to cut from you. Thank you so much. You made one of the history.
Yeah. So Eduardo, is it Vampiro or Vampiro?
El Vampiro.
Okay.
Yeah.
My Spanish is terrible.
Mine is too, mostly. So.
Mine too.
So when I was watching, I was like, this remind me of something, but it was like, okay, I need to look back at his earlier works. So I was like, what? Like, you're the same person who did, Blair Witch, that scared me to death. And then your body of work is it's so different and so challenging. And then to go here to a comedy horror where you meet this vampire, like he is like doing things, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh my God, I got to get home. And he goes through these challenges, but these challenges, for a normal human is like, okay, I'll get there when I can. But it's like he meets certain things that happen. Where did you come up with that story? Because when I looked up, there's one that came out in 1957, The Long Fangs. It was like it had some similar elements.
Yeah.
But was that an inspiration of that, or you just came up with your own, and in coincidence it was like that?
I mean, it's not like based on one thing, but it is based on a certain kind of B movie, you know what I mean? Early horror B movies, like the kind of movies that I used to like very colorful, and like the Hammer movies, like very kind of in your face and fun. The music is really overstated, and so and for me it was just like somebody sent me this idea, and I immediately tied it to Hemke Madera, who is the lead, and I had worked with him before, and he was just I knew that he's a great comedic actor. He rarely gets a chance to show off his comedy chops. So I sent it to him, and he was like, yeah, I'm in. So the rest of it was just fairly easy. I mean, easy in a sense, but when you're making a low budget film, it's always difficult. But I knew that the central idea was already there. I knew that my lead was gonna be great already. So it was very much just like, oh, let's just point the camera at him and try not to mess it up too much. And then he brought in Patricia, and they have such great chemistry. And I wanted to have something at the end where like you know, the movie is funny and it's kind of a tragedy or whatever, and it's not meant to be serious, but I did want these people at the end to be like, you know, that this is the end of their lives and they've had this long life, and like, you know, just, you know, I like, to me, I wanted to, I've been married for a while, for a long time, and I wanted to bring some of that, like, you know, the that, you know, you do fight and you do kind of have disagreements, but at the end I wanted to show like these two people really loved each other and they had a great life together. Now it's over, so there is like a little bit of tragedy there, but again, it was, you know, just mostly for fun. And you know, and luckily it you know, everybody kind of collaborated, and it worked out well, you know.
So you pretty much had the freedom, whatever you want, and then you come together, or you kind of consult, like, this is the path we want to go through.
You know, they knew they wanted the main story traveler to kind of connect the movies, you know. So they asked us to have some element that they could bring up in their movie, you know what I mean? So mine, I'm like, it's going to be a vampire movie, so they're like, okay, we'll just do the vampire. I think for Demian's, it was the portal thing, you know. So that's, and that, other than that, they didn't, you know, they were like, just do whatever you want, just tell us what you're doing so that we can bring it into the main story. But no, they gave us, you know, that's, you know, that's part of the reason why, you know, people like directors do anthologies, you know, they're usually very low budget and you're kind of running, you know, running and gunning the whole time, but you do get, like Demián was saying earlier, it's like you do get a certain freedom that you don't get, you know, normally, because, you know, it's just less money and you're more in control of it, so you really do get to make the film that you really want to make. So
well, I enjoyed all of them. So many talented directors, and oh my gosh, everybody, you have to check out this anthology. It comes out September 14th and it's through Epic Pictures and Dread Central. Thank you. And oh my gosh, I was just so excited to talk to you because you guys are talented. I wanted all five of you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, because I am so excited for this. So everybody, please check this anthology out, Satanic Hispanics. It is amazing. Thank you for your talent. Thank you for your stories.
Thank you.
For your work.
Yeah, thanks for your, yeah, I really appreciate your support.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and enjoy my other videos on my channel.